Hey everybody, welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Remember, before we get to those pitches, hit that subscribe button, join Ninja Nation. Thanks to all you guys, we should hit 100,000 subscribers today. So thanks for your support. And without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Tyler Anderson, who was outstanding last night. He had 8 strikeouts, took a no-hitter into the 9th inning, mostly due to his changeups and fastballs. Opponents are only hitting 113 against his changeup. And then in the 9th inning, mean Shohei Ohtani broke up that no-hitter. Womp womp. Just a great effort by Anderson, who now has an ERA this year of 2.82. Kyle Gibson had 6 strikeouts in 8 innings, giving up only 1 run, thanks to his mix of changeups, his sinker, and his sliders. Yuck. Shane McClanahan wasn't quite on his A game, but he did have 7 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 1 earned run. He did give up 4 runs, but don't tell anybody. McClanahan went up against nasty Nestor Cortes, who only gave up 1 run in 5 1/3 innings, having 4 strikeouts. Nestor's ERA this year, 1.94. Sonny Gray had 3 strikeouts in 5 scoreless innings, gave up only 3 hits, and had his wicked sinker and breaking ball working. Here's an overlay of the way his sinker and breaking ball work together, and you can see that's pretty filthy. Jose Berrios had these vicious curveballs on his way to 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. Michael Kopech, Dylan Cease, and Lucas Giolito were in action, and they were throwing absolute seeds. Look at these. I can't even imagine the F-bombs that Lance Lynn and Liam Hendricks would unleash every time they missed in this game. Corbin Burnes had 8 strikeouts in 6 innings and had absolutely filthy cutters and changeups. He also got one of the worst swings you will ever see on this cutter from Francisco Lindor. I kind of asked out loud what you would call this swing, and the Brewers volunteered a foam noodle. Luis Garcia had an immaculate inning, and he even struck out the very next batter the next inning. I am not sure how many pitchers have ever done this. There have only been 107 immaculate innings, so an immaculate inning plus 1, it seems like that would be a lot more rare. My most dominant starting pitcher of the night was Spencer Strider. Strider had one of the prettiest four-seam fastballs you will ever see. Look at this thing. 100 miles an hour, perfectly painted, dotting his spot. Absolutely beautiful. And the instant K strut? Perfection. How could you not love this dude? He had his K rouettes working, wicked slider, and here's an overlay of his fastball and slider, and you can see why hitters were having such a hard time. Quadzilla had 11 Ks and gave up only 1 hit in 5 2/3 innings. He now has 64 strikeouts in 44 innings this season. I hope folks are paying attention because this man needs to be a Rookie of the Year candidate. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Phil Maton had an immaculate inning, which is the first time in baseball history that 2 pitchers on the same team have had immaculate innings. And he did it by striking out the same hitters Luis Garcia did in his immaculate inning. Crazy stuff. Jimmy the Human Glitch Herget had this wicked curveball, and check out this swing. Just a little tardy. We had some position players pitching. Harold Castro had a 43-mile-an-hour slow ball and an 80-mile-an-hour fastball, and decided to overlay him. The difference in speed is insane. That fastball is almost twice as fast. Yes, I was a math major for a couple of weeks. Kody Clemens pitched, and I decided to match his mechanics up with his dad, Roger Clemens. Kody and Roger now have the record for the most Cy Youngs by a father and son duo, with 7. Charlie Culberson pitched and had a 1-2-3 inning, hitting 91 miles an hour. He actually hit 94 a few years back on the Braves. Clay Holmes pitched and had this beautiful 98-mile-an-hour backdoor sinker. His ERA on the season, 0.29. I can't imagine Aroldis Chapman taking the closer job back from him when he comes back. Heck, I can't even imagine a prime Mariano Rivera taking the closer job back from him right now. I know, that's heresy. Last but certainly not least, David Bednar had an 8-out save. Just an old-school reliever. And now, my Pitching Ninja moment of zen. The Braves have won 14 in a row and had to show off their BDE.